Hi and welcome to LDF-Designs. In today's video I'm going to be working on this mulberry paper again, kind of similar to last week's video, only this time I have a little larger piece and I decided that I wanted to use white encaustic as the base layer or as the underpainting, and then I wanted to create several layers of encaustic on the paper and kind of see how much I could put on there comfortably without it feeling like it might break. So I started the piece by using just a clear encaustic, wanted to give it a base coat and also tack it down. And after I fuse that, I will go ahead and start applying the white encaustic. The colors that you see there off to my left on the right side of the screen is a chalk pastel. I oftentimes use the pan pastels, but I also have just some regular chalk ones, and I have a box sitting there, so I'm going to use those within the painting as we go too. I also have some gold, and I believe it's ancient gold, and I'll be using a cerulean gray also. I pulled out some of my RNF paint sticks. This is an oil paint. If you're not familiar with them, they usually get a skin over them if you don't use them for a while, which was the case with this one. So you have to kind of peel that off. You can use a paper towel or a tool or a blade or something, but you just take that skin off. I'm using this the same way I would the tar or just regular oil paint, basically creating texture on the surface, applying that RNF oil stick paint, using a little vegetable oil as a medium to put it into all of the different areas of texture, and then giving that a light fuse. So I'm going to repeat this process a couple times again. My whole goal in this exercise was to just build up different layers on this paper and see how many layers I could do. So once I got that cleaned off, I recently picked up this cheese grater, and I thought it might be kind of neat to put the dry chalk pastels through the grater to see if I could create some sprinkles on the surface. It worked. However, I've never done it before, so what I found was I got more pastel down on the surface than I expected. So I was wanting to make kind of little dots of color, and I kind of got some big blotches of it, and but I kept working at it. I mostly just wanted to add some color that way, just to have fun with it and see what all I could do with the cheese grater. I would put the colors on and then felt like it was too much, so I put some white encaustic on, trying to push them back a little bit. Just wasn't quite sure where I wanted to go. I had some scraps of the mulberry paper. I thought it might be neat to dip those into the encaustic and try to create a little area of interest or a shape onto it, but then decided I didn't want to do that either. So I started scraping some of the encaustic back. I had done so many layers that I got some neat results when I started scraping back through those layers, and enjoyed doing that there for a little bit. I did have the intent of putting grommets onto this and started to videotape that, which you'll see here momentarily, but I struggled with my grommet tool again, same as last video, so I didn't record myself adding the grommets on there. I did get them installed eventually, and I'm going to add some more of that hemp cord to hang this piece up. Encaustic on paper is a tricky thing because encaustic generally likes a solid surface more so than one that is flexible. When you have a flexible surface, over time the encaustic will crack, or it can crack as that paper flexes. So this is more of an experiment than anything else, but it is a really neat piece of art if you can get it illuminated from the back side. The light does go through the piece, and it really is neat when you see it with light coming through it. I don't know that I could hang it in a very sunny window because the sun again would impact the encaustic, but it is they are pretty hanging on the wall, and that's what the intent is for these. So if you do plan on using it on paper, just be careful and know that it's probably not going to last as long as a piece that you do on a solid substrate. So at this point I got the grommets in. I'm adding my hemp cord as the hanger. I just want to say thank you for hanging in there and watching with me again today. And I'll be doing probably more of these down the road. I was just doing a little experiment here the last couple of weeks with the paper. And I am glad that you joined me today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please feel free to do so. Click all the things. That helps me out a lot. And I will see you the next time. Thank you so much.